DJ thing. He's coming your way.
Especially 145 with DJ Pen. You versus Nate Diaz, he's a big boy. I'll give it to Nate, you know. I'd have to beat him on the feet, I reckon. Because there's no ground there.
He just said Nate Diaz. He's going to have to give it to Nate about the MMA Guru challenging Nate Diaz. But what did he say? He can beat him on the feet, baby? He's talking about Nate Diaz. The MMA Guru says he can beat up Nate Diaz. You heard it. The MMA Guru says he can beat up Nate Diaz on the feet. You gotta be kidding me. 6 years ago.
Yo, Guru, you're going to have a treat for the pay-per-view coming up. Read what I'm saying.
Okay, you gotta listen to this. This is what I'm talking about. This is like the first video of the series right here. This guy's coming in. He's asking the MMA Guru for a favor without giving him money. He's asking for a favor for an illegal link to the next UFC event. Okay? He's acting like he doesn't understand it. Nowadays, let me tell you something, Dana White. Nowadays, in the YouTube memberships, it's real easy to hide that. Okay? You have memberships. Why do you think the MMA Guru has all these huge memberships? Huge number of memberships. It's easy to give out illegal links in there. You just have a buddy every once in a while, feed them in there. Everybody's getting links in memberships. Did I say in the MMA Gurus? No. I said, well, everybody's getting illegal links and these memberships. Okay? Right here is part of the thing. This is like part of the hundreds and the thousands of him usually just giving the link right out.
Like a gimme? I don't know what you mean. You're going to have a treat for the pay-per-view coming up? Read what I'm saying. Like, gimme? I don't know.
Read what I'm saying. Can you give me an illegal link? Because I heard throughout the internet, my buddies, that the MMA Guru is handing out illegal pay-per-view links to UFC and BKFC events. That's what the guy's saying. Okay? Nowadays, it's all hidden in YouTube memberships.
Khabib, my favourite. You've done 2 years Muay Thai and limited Jiu-Jitsu credentials. How are you the MMA Guru? Because my predictions are 80% correct.
He says his predictions are 80% correct. You hear that, Prize Picks? You better watch out advertising on his YouTube channel, Prize Picks, because MMA Guru is 80% right. That means people are going to be winning money and you're going to go bankrupt. I'm telling you right now, people, if you're taking your information, your fight card information on who's going to win and who's going to lose, and they're sponsored by a gambling site company like Prize Picks, that means they're no good. They want to make money. That's why they rehired the MMA Guru, because he is terrible at picks. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, he's going to go up against Nate Diaz, and he has a chance.
That's why. You don't need to know what, you don't have to do it to know what you're looking at. Joe Rogan's a black belt in Taekwondo. Black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Knows nothing about boxing. Never boxed in his life. Knows what he's talking about when it comes to boxing. You know? Doesn't really matter.
Right here, we got Joe Rogan right here. What do you think, Joe Rogan? We got DC and Jon Anik right here. What do you think about the MMA Guru there, Joe Rogan?
You don't need to be a MMA god to talk about fights. I don't know why people are saying shit like that. It's dumb. Jesus, Laura Sanko, I'd do her in the canvas.
Did you just hear that? Why does he talk like this? I mean, straight guys don't do this, okay? They do, but they don't, okay? You just don't come out and you see a girl and you're like, you know, do that girl. It's done a different way. You can tell when somebody's sass when they do it just like this, and he does it a lot like this. And then in just a couple minutes, he's going to tell you who has a big package and who doesn't.
Waiting on Wood and Reyes, yeah. Wood's up next. I did a parlay with your picks. Nice. Fastest way to lose weight. What? I don't know. Nathaniel Wood defending, all wrestling with Brad Pickett in the back right now. Zabit, no, he isn't underrated. He's overrated now, and people have realised it. If anything, he was overrated, but now he's just rated. Like he barely edged past Zabit and got fucking exposed a little bit. So, you know, he gasses in the third round. He showed a lot of holes in his game against Zabit. Anyone in the top defeats him, I think. His only fight that could make sense for him is either Yair, he could have a chance against, or Moicano. That's his only winnable fight in the top 5 at the moment.
Everybody says he knows how to pronounce names right. We're not going to do the Iggy one here, but he calls him Iggy. I don't know, maybe it is Iggy. But listen to the Moicano. Isn't it Moicano? I don't know.
Facts. How much of that 255 pounds actual muscle mass you reckon? I don't know. People have seen me flex before. I've got a jumper on at the moment, but I'm a big boy, you know. Would you play on Megan O'Leary? Come on, yes. Meth. Betty. Would you eat Cam Bryant's ass? All protein meat and salad is the best in my experience. Which champ has the biggest dick? Okay.
Here it comes.
McGregor's got a big one. McGregor has got a big one, but he's not champ anymore. Holloway, nothing going on. Obviously, TJ and Henry Cejudo definitely just has a 1-incher. He's like 2 foot tall. I'll go. Jon Jones has nothing going on. I've seen the bulge. It's probably going to be Whittaker. Honestly, I think it's Whittaker. Yeah, I'll go with Whittaker. DC's definitely got nothing going on. I've seen the bulge. I'd go with Whittaker. Yeah, you got to have a big dick to fight Yoel Romero twice with no fear. What time Till fight, please?
Did you just hear that? Just like that, he came up with an answer. What straight man could come up with an answer that quick? Okay? You heard it right there. Somebody asked him a question, who has a big dick in the UFC? And he just rattled off 7 people who has a big dick and who doesn't. The MMA Guru is an expert on UFC fighters, MMA fighters, dicks. The MMA Guru is a, hey, Prize Picks. Hey, Prize Picks. Your MMA Guru guy is giving out information on who has a big dick or not. I mean, are there odds on that? What are the odds? The MMA Guru. You know, DC doesn't have a dick. You know, what are the odds? You know, I mean, are you going to start, you know, doing odds and bids on that? I got to hear this again, right? Where are we at? 353.
I don't know. People have seen me flex before. I've got a jumper on at the moment.
Okay. Coming up.
I'm a big boy, you know.
He's a big boy, all right. He knows about cocks, ladies and gentlemen.
Would you plow Megan O'Leary? Come on, yes.
Yeah, he'd plow anybody. Yeah, he doesn't fuck anybody.
Would you eat Cam Bryant's ass? All protein meat and salad is the best in my experience. Which champ has the biggest dick? Okay. McGregor's got a big one. McGregor has got a big one, but he's not champ anymore. Holloway, nothing going on. Obviously, TJ and Henry Cejudo definitely just has a 1-incher. He's like 2 foot tall. I'll go. Jon Jones has nothing going on.
Jon Jones.
It's probably going to be Whittaker.
Whittaker has the biggest dick in the UFC, according to MMA Guru.
Going on. I've seen the bulge. I'll go with Whittaker, yeah. You got
let's watch it again. I forgot where we were.
Would you eat Karen Bryant's ass? All protein meat and salad is the best in my experience.
Unbelievable. This is a hypothetical that'll never happen. So.
Which champ has the biggest dick?
Okay, right there. He says in chat. The chat asked him. We got to do this again. I got to make a good one. This is it. This is the bread and butter right here. I got to do a better one here. Where are we at? 350, 230. 352, 20.